Hey there, happy day 28 of our Get Up and Go Challenge. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, your hostess, or whatever you want to call me, your guide, your whatever person that's walking you through, I guess a Get Up and Go Challenge guide. That sounds kind of cool. So, and I'm doing it right along with you. I actually had to do today's homework, and I had to do what I'm asking you to do every day quickly before I started the video today, because I'm like, all right, I've got the framework, but I need an example. I need a personal example of going through a spirited soap, a spiritual health soap framework, so that I can share it with you. So our tool today, I'm going to share that right off the bat before I talk about spiritual soap and spiritual health, is meditation. What is meditation? For me, and for you, it's going to be something different. There's all kinds of, there's probably hundreds of thousands of meditations. I know there's hundreds of meditation apps that you can get on your phone. There's meditation tools. There's different ways of doing meditations. There's hypnosis type meditations. There's guided meditations. There's tons of them. And how you decide to do your meditation is entirely up to you. You have to figure out and do what works for you. It's like any of these tools I'm sharing. There's all kinds of gurus and experts and specialists that will tell you you have to meditate in this certain specific way for it to work. I'm going to call BS and poppycock. It's ridiculous. You have to find what works for you. For me, my personal favorite way to meditate is just to breathe and focus on my breathing and do different breathing counts. So sometimes I know some people, there's whole breath people that actually specialize in telling you how to breathe, and breathing is, to me, a form of meditation. It's a way to tap into that quiet, still voice within yourself. So what is spirituality? And I'm not going to define it for you. Again, like anything else, you have to define what spirituality is for you. What does spirit and spirituality and spiritual health mean to you? It means something different to me even than it meant to me 10 years ago. It means something different to everyone in my family, even though we all were raised with the same religious upbringing. It's still how we practice our connection to ourself, our higher power, our soul, our being, whatever you call it, it's unique and special to each of us, no matter what our experiences have been. I always call it the little me, M-E with the small me, and then the big me, the capital M, capital E, the who I really am inside, who our soul is. And, this physical being that we show up as, it's just a part of us, right? Otherwise, who's doing all the thinking for us? How are we thinking all the time and responding? Who's operating our bodies if it isn't some connection to some kind of a higher power? And what that higher power is defined by you. And each of us has a different idea of what that is. We have a different way of worshiping and celebrating and understanding connectiveness, etc. So not only is meditation unique and special in the tool and how you apply it works for you, but how we define things is important, that we realize we have the personal power and the ability and the responsibility to define things and decide what they mean for us. Nothing matters except how you define it, if that makes sense. How you decide and what you decide something means is more important than anything and everything that happens to us. So when I'm thinking about the SOAP framework today, of course, S stands for the story or the situation. What is my current story and situation about my spiritual health, my spiritual life? How am I feeling about that? Am I feeling, hey, I guess I rated myself a 7. I'm not sure what I rated myself this time. I guess I could sneak back a peek and look. I don't think it was a 7. I don't remember what day we did that on. I rated myself spiritual a 6. So I feel like I've gone down a little bit. And that fits with what I'm feeling right now as I tapped in and asked myself about this today. I do feel like during COVID-19, my connection to myself, which, probably this is the perfect time to have it be increasing, I've actually let it slip a lot. And not a lot, just 1 point. But to me, it feels like enough that I want to address it. So what is my current situation, my current spiritual health today? I guess it's gone from a 7 in April when I first did this to a 6 now. So I'm moving in the wrong direction, and I need to take some actions to correct that. So what do I want it to be? Of course, I'm always moving toward a 10 in every category, right? Is that feasible and possible? It's up to you. You get to define if you're feeling like you're living your best life in any area or aspect of your life. But I want to move it at least to an 8 or a 9. I want to feel like my connection to higher power, my connection to, the other living beings in the universe, and that is a 10. I don't want it to stay. I definitely don't want it to be a 6. I was kind of teetering on the 7, and I figured there'd be some changes and challenges during COVID-19. But as I look at how I actually rated it on day 5 of our challenge, I gave it a 6. So I am going backwards a little bit on that. So my situation is I'm going backwards. I don't want that to be, I want it to be moving towards a 10. So how am I going to fill that gap between a 6 and now a 6 instead of a 7 and a 10? How am I going to fill that? How am I going to feel more spiritually connected? Let me sneak to my homework. I have my magnifying glass. I want to feel connected and supported all the time. I want to feel, like it's not just me out there hanging by myself in the world. And a 6 means I've gotten separated and I've been disconnecting from what I know is really right for me. So now, what are my options? What are the possible options and things I could do about that? Well, I could, if you're religious, and if you attend mass or church or services every week, for a lot of religions and a lot of people, that has been cut off or curtailed. Some have gone online, and you can see your same events. You can go to the events via online and listening in. I know my mom's been doing that down in Texas, and she did that up here too, because in order to go to the physical location, she belongs to the Catholic Church here, and in order to go to that, you have to make a reservation. You have to call ahead. And she's like, yeah, I'll just do it online for right now. And my mom is one of the most devout Catholics that I know. She does like 2 hours or 2.5 hours of prayer for everybody every day, because she knows we all need it and we're not praying for ourselves. So maybe you have access to that online, maybe not. But there are all kinds of other things that have been popping up remotely and online that we can, and that I can tap into and be a part of. So the thing I said I'm going to do today is I'm going to attend an event. I'm going to find an event that feeds my need for spiritual connection, spiritual belief. And actually, I did one last week, so it's not like I haven't been doing anything, but I haven't been doing it consciously on a regular basis to improve this area of my life. So I'm going to attend something today. I'll find something. There's always something going on in pretty much any area of interest that you want within a day or so online. There are, especially now during COVID, it's easy to find something that you need. So say you're a practicing Catholic and your church is closed. There is a place every day that you can find a Catholic mass to attend online. And a lot of them, you could go to YouTube and you can YouTube something and you can just stream it whenever it's appropriate or convenient for you. So as far as process and progress go and moving forward, for me, I've already committed on my thing that I'm going to find it, I'm going to attend one. And I'm also going to meditate 15 minutes a day, every day, religiously, same time, same place, every day for the next, I'm going to commit for the next 30 days. So for the next 30 days, because I meditate every day, but it's at a different time every day, different time, different place. Whenever the mood strikes me, I'll sit down, I'll do my form of meditation. But I am committing to schedule on my schedule for the next 30 days for 15 minutes a day, a time and a place where I will consistently stop what I'm doing, meditate on purpose for 15 minutes. I'm even going to set a timer and do it every day, because I want to know if that helps me to move more toward the desired feeling of connection and, peace of mind and relaxation and less stress and all those things that meditation can benefit us from. And it's my time to just take a break, think and feel, so it taps into other areas and aspects of my life, right? I can pay attention to what I'm thinking, even though the thought in meditation is you're not supposed to think. You're supposed to clear your mind and let things come in. Again, meditation, I could talk probably for an hour and a half about that, which I'm not going to do. It's up to you to go to the sources and find the sources that resonate and make sense to you with respect to meditation. So that's it. Our action item today: go through the SOAP framework like I did and share how it worked for you today. You don't have to share details or anything, but share if you're having any struggles or any hiccups. Say, I'm really having a hard time with the P, or I'm really having a hard time peeing, or I'm really having a hard time with S, and describing my current situation and story. I'm having a hard time being honest with myself what my current situation is. Or I know what my current situation is, but I'm not sure how to define my end games in a way that motivates and drives me toward that and makes me want to come up with options and actions and processes to fill that gap. And I can help with that, but I want to know what those things are so we can talk about them some more. That's it. That is our spiritual soap for today. Any questions, hit me up in the comments below. Otherwise, I'll be with you tomorrow, and we're going to talk about the sea soap, the contribution soap. Take care. Bye.